Hello. We're back again for another Monday mission. So if you remember in the last email, the last mission that you had was to be like Curious George and be curious about your feelings and the thoughts that are creating those feelings. Okay, so remember our thoughts create our feelings. And so what our goal was for the last mission was to just be curious about what thought is coming up for you. So you're feeling overwhelmed, anger, whatever the feeling is. And then the mission was just to be curious about what thought could be creating that feeling. We're not judging that thought. We're not judging ourselves for having the thought. We're just being curious about what thought could be bringing that feeling up for you. And I love how many of you shared what came up for you throughout the day and what thought you connected that to. So thank you so much for sharing. I love hearing from you and hearing that these things are helping and are working for you. So this mission, should you choose to accept it, we're going to talk about anchors. Okay, so thinking about and being curious about our thoughts that are creating our feelings is a great place to start. It may not necessarily keep that emotion from coming up for you, though. Okay, so I wanted to give you a technique today to do when you're in the moment of having that feeling, to anchor yourself. Okay, so when you think of an anchor, usually you think of a ship or a boat where they're throwing the anchor overboard to ground the boat or the ship so that it's not going all over the place and running away and drifting away, right? So that's what an anchor does. It refocuses you. It keeps you in the moment, and hopefully it can help you get out of that emotional cycle that you're feeling at the moment. So I have a couple of things to share that might work for you to use as an anchor. Okay, so it could be anything that just brings you peace, refocuses you, gets you into the moment. For me personally, I use my tattoo, my one and only tattoo. So I got this on my 40th birthday. And if you can see, it says, "You are enough." And then these hearts were drawn by myself and the two boys. So it makes me think of love because I think of the boys and the hearts. And it makes me remember why I'm here for them. And the words "you are enough" just bring me back to a place where I remind myself that I am. And where I am in the moment is where I need it to be, and it's all part of my journey. So that for me personally is what can kind of anchor me back or ground me back to the moment. Other things that you can do are just thinking of an experience, maybe your favorite vacation or a favorite memory with family. It could be music. It could be a certain song. It could be, you could use your sense of smell. So it could be a smell that reminds you of something or a happy time or just a peaceful time to, like I said, ground you back into the moment. Another thing I really like to do is breathing techniques. So I'm typically not a person that has patience for breathing and yoga. I wish I was this person that did that, but that is a goal of mine. I will work on that. But I do find that just taking deep breaths alone makes a huge difference in grounding me back to the moment. So one of the things I will do is called box breathing, and I'll demonstrate it for you, but it's just the idea that you breathe in for 4 seconds, and you breathe out for 4 seconds. So I'm breathing in and then out. Do it again and out. Okay, so you see how I drew a box, how I'm doing that. And you obviously don't have to draw a box in the air, but it just gives you that visual of how your breathing is to go. And as a recovering perfectionist, if you breathe in for 3 seconds and out for 3 instead of 4, you're fine. It's just a guideline. So don't get hung up on that. Just any type of breathing that calms your system and refocuses you. Another one that I'll do actually with my oldest son, because we've had some issues with some anxiety and different things, is we'll use our hand as a visual. So as you move up, as you're tracing your hand, you're breathing in and out. Okay, you can just do the whole hand, and sometimes he'll do his hand twice, whatever it might be, and I'm there guiding him through that, so that he can learn it and then use it later down the road as a technique for himself. But that has actually worked wonders for him, just that visual of slowing your breathing down and grounding yourself. So that's what I want you to focus on for this mission, is finding an anchor and then experimenting with some type of breathing, or even if it's just that you take 2 deep breaths when you're in the moment, when that feeling is sort of washing over you. Okay, so just like last week, please share with me, reach out, either text or email, or message me on Facebook, Instagram. Let me know what your anchor is, and let me know if you tried the breathing and how that worked for you and what you thought of it. Okay, so until next week, have a great week, and I can't wait to hear from you.